I'm sorry?
What over social media do? I'm sorry, I was talking to Dr. Beth Kitchin from UAB News Diet Nutrition Expert. We're talking about food and exercise and workouts and whatnot. And the question a lot of people ask is, well, how much exercise is actually beneficial? I've always heard it's more about the diet, so I don't really have to exercise.
I know, and you hear people say all the time, exercise doesn't help with weight loss. And that's because a lot of studies came out that showed that a certain amount of exercise, and in fact, it ended up being the amount of exercise that most of the organizations recommend, you weren't going to lose that much weight. And what researchers found was that when they really studied it, the amount of exercise and the expected weight loss, when they looked at how many calories you were burning, all these other factors, the expected weight loss wasn't what it should have been. So that feeling that you had, hey, I'm working out, I'm really working hard, but I'm not losing any weight, that was real. That was a real feeling.
Well, the other real feeling is, I really pushed it hard today. I made up for eating that whole pizza.
Right.
Doesn't work that way.
And actually, what you just said is one of the things that they found was happening is that people compensate. They make up for those calories burned, not just maybe by eating more. That's one of the ways that people might do it, but also their bodies might be secreting out more hunger hormones, making you hungrier. They might slow your metabolism down later. You know, all these kinds of things are going on, and so exercise may not be the best way to lose weight. But now a new study finds that we just haven't been doing it right.
The new study said we do have to go a little harder.
Yes, and so what this study found, what they looked at was they randomized people into two exercise groups. One was supposed to burn about 300 calories a day, 5 days a week. The other group, 600 calories a day, 5 days a week. So in other words, 1,500 calories for a whole week burned up versus 3,000. And guess what happened? They both compensated. Both groups compensated for those calories by somehow eating more calories, getting more calories.
I can hear
yes.
But,
however, the people in the 6,000 burning a week calorie group, they compensated the same amount that the other group did. So that extra exercise that they did make a difference, and they lost significant amounts of body fat.
Significant?
Yes.
Okay.
So many of them lost actually 10% of their body fat from the start, and they were not dieting. This was over a 3-month period. They didn't diet. This was exercise. So now, you got to do enough.
Okay, so how much is enough? So you're talking about burning 600 calories a day.
So for the people in the study, now the study was small, so we can't apply this to everyone. But if you're following what they did in the study, it was 600 calories a week. They walked.
No, 600 a day, right?
I'm sorry, 600 a day. Yeah, 3,000 a week. So they were doing. They were walking, they were on the treadmill, they were doing elliptical, any type of aerobic exercise. That ended up being almost 4 hours a week on average. Yeah, so that's what you got to be kind of going for if you want exercise to have an impact on weight and fat loss.
But again, basing that on a smaller study,
It's
right?
a small study, but other studies have also shown that when we do enough exercise, it can impact weight loss. So this is sort of just starting to tear away at that idea that exercise is worthless for weight loss. Not worthless. Just got to work harder, do more.
So as I was saying during the break, I got to get after it. Thank you, Dr. Beth Kitchin. Appreciate it. 7:55, more ahead.